he says, messing up his English. 1 hour, 1 minute, and
made it to the hour. I've got really sore
NXZ
ears.
had it, lost it completely, had it again, and proceeded to just walk his entire army into death.
Yeah.
I've seen smarter decisions made.
I think
I
should
think,
have taken
invading Russia in winter is about on par with with lifting up all of your static defense when it's the only thing that's keeping you in the game.
I think what he should have done is taken a note out of Terran's book and just like leapfrogged all of
Yeah, well, that's what I thought he was going to do.
Oh, all of them at once.
That's actually what I thought he was going to do. Like when I said, well,
Like
it won't be a draw. If he just like
balls.
uses creep spread and leapfrogs these spore crawlers forward, eventually he's going to get to his opponent's main.
That's it.
I mean, he did kind of deserve to lose. Like he was behind for a very long time, and SRZenAku just sort of dumbly threw away.
Oh, Bergsy's 2-0 Zormento, you mad?
Yeah, the PvP King did get 2-0'd. I'm not that surprised somehow. And we do have Moonglade 2-0ing Cynics again. Also,
expected.
Unfortunately,
Upset of the day.
unsurprising. maybe. Moonglade vs Bergsy's will probably be a very good ZVP.
Yeah.
I do expect.
This is only first map though, right? We still got to cast.
Yeah, that was game 1.
Yeah. So, are they doing their stuff in chat? What's the next map?
I'm not sure what the next map is. They didn't tell
Oh,
us,
man.
unfortunately.
How do I adjust these headphones?
By moving them?
Shut up.
That's what I want to say. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy game. I have like a headache casting that. Topsy-turvy for sure.
Ow. I apologize for that.
Big plays.
Yeah.
And I'm really just excited to see what these guys are going to do in game 2 after that. Is it going to be just as like back and forth and
someone's
hectic?
just gonna cheat,
Or
hey.
as expected, is it going to be like a 7-pull as opposed, or like a proxy forged cannons? I don't know why you'd
Proxy
forge.
forged? Proxy forged into their main and then cannon the natural.
That
Next gen meta's coming out from me.
no one will expect it. That at least is assured.
I think chat's probably calling you retarded.
I'm lucky that I
Fuck
can't
chat.
see chat. But I just
The chat's probably taking print screens of me and putting it on Reddit.
the hair is pretty
Yeah,
much
it's my
like, a good
sick-
enough reason for that.
My sick forehead we got going
But
on.
that game just far out. What is? Are they calling us retarded? Alright, damn. Can you call Alinsky? Oh, okay. No worries.
It's because of my neck. I've got the esports neck. Okay, the game's starting.
All right, and we are in the lobby counting down. Map number 2 will be Newkirk District. Will we have another hour of hell and being wrong about casting? Or
Newkirk
what?
District is another map where Protoss is just like, there's 3 bases. Yeah, I guess I'll take a third without any.
I know. I feel like the third on this map's a lot harder to hold than the third on Daybreak.
You kidding?
The third on Daybreak. All
All
right.
right. So in the bottom left, we have our light blue Zerg. From Avant-Garde, it is NXZ. And on the right spawn, or at the bottom right spawn, we have our dark blue Protoss. From Team iVn, SRZenAku.
That is like the
Holy
maddest voice change
that was
ever.
sick.
That was legit. Big plays right
I became
there.
an adult there for a sec. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
You were no longer 7 years old. I don't know. I was confused.
Alright, so we've got our standard pylon at the front of the natural for SRZenAku here.
You know what I'm actually most amazed at? That neither player wanted like a 5-minute break. Because I will flat out say that I would have just needed a break.
I
after
want to
that
see.
last game.
We should have checked what the APM was though. It was probably like 10 by the end of that
NXZ
game.
442 average,
Nerd.
and
What a
SRZenAku
nerd.
like 300 and something.
Nah, he's an awesome nerd.
It's just the Quake player.
So SRZenAku.
I need to talk. We need to talk to NXZ after this. Like, what happened there? It's so brutal to watch.
K. LanSmash, Google Chrome window, U. Backspace. Space.
He can't take on a job this big.
Yeah,
Enter.
This is one for the big boys.
This is on for the
Eh,
2
eh,
6-year-old casters that we have
Enter.
back here.
So,
15 pulls, so again, just standard macro play out of both players. I don't know if I want to say fortunately, because we'll see another good game, or unfortunately, because I'm probably going to kill myself before the end of it if it's that long. And
nah, killing yourself kills esports.
does it?
Yep.
You sure?
Heard it here first.
All right. You polled? You did a poll? Found out the truth?
Don't need a poll. I'm always right.
Alrighty. No Nexus, or Pylon block rather, this game? Coming out of Nexus block? That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
Next gen metas. That'd be an alpha.
There'd be some root cats playing Protoss shit right there.
Yeah.
If you put a Nexus down to block.
So
I can hear someone's phone.
yeah, that's my
I'm
phone.
not sure whose phone that is.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, sorry stream viewers. Connor's actually receiving his first phone call in 6 months.
Yeah, it's
He's
probably
pretty
from
excited.
Telstra.
He hasn't paid his bill again. That's all.
So
it
did
is.
SRZenAku not do the pylon block there?
He did not do the pylon block. He just put down a forge, cancelled the structure because it was misplaced. I assume it was the gateway. I didn't really get a chance to see.
Ah, man.
Correctly places the gateway, and we are going to have another fast 3 bases out of NXZ versus the standard macro play.
Again, he's only going for the 2 lings instead of the 4.
I actually really like this decision. If he feels safe with 2 lings, doesn't really feel like he needs to poke his opponent's front. 2 lings is absolutely
4 lings
fine.
is boss dog mad hog.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it exactly
Yeah,
that?
because like you got lings for the watchtowers, you got lings scout for probes, you got
You got
lings
enough
for
lings
everything. You got like a whole army.
of lings.
Yeah.
That's what you make every game. You should probably try making more than
love.
lings. Oh,
Look,
shit.
okay. So in Wings of Liberty, I was making roaches, and you tell me to make lings. I've tried making lings, and now look what happens.
No,
now I
lings are
walk my army into Colossi in a choke.
Yeah, I still
Thanks.
make lings.
Thanks, mate.
You know it's a new game. You can just make different units.
You can, maybe.
J. Backspace.
Make lings too. Sorry, man. I can't help you out. Alright, we do have really standard sort of opening. So ask me a question, Connor. Alright, we're going to kill some time as they both macro up. Make
You
units.
mad?
About
Not telling.
No, I'm not mad. I'm pretty
Is there any
casual.
upgrades going for anything, or have they
We
not?
do have +1 on the way for the Protoss player.
So this is pretty much, this is like identical.
It's
to
identical to the last game.
the,
Yep.
except there's not an immortal block.
Yeah, there's a zealot block here.
Yeah, you can actually spell that out.
Instead of 7 immortals.
I still prefer having the gateway and the SRZenAku core the other way around.
Why?
Don't
No
ask
reason.
me.
You just don't.
No, because like, nah, never mind.
And this probe is like having a pretty easy day. He's not in any sort of trouble. 1 ling will like never ever kill a probe.
Do probes have feelings?
No.
Or are they just like
No,
robots?
They're robots. They have no feelings. So you
fair
can
enough.
feel okay about like
Streaming live. Streaming live.
Yeah.
Streamers getting a
Tooltip.
view of the desktop bar down there. Having some fun. Spit.
Are they actually though?
I think they
You know?
are. I want to say yes.
Ah, well.
Well, I was told that's what they were saying. Anyway.
Backspace.
We have the Stalker moving out, cleaning up 1 watchtower. Will he go for the other one? I don't think it really
No.
matters. This is like this
Window
is
opened.
parity.
Yeah,
Start
that
screen.
watchtower means nothing.
It's sort of ZVZ. I think it's a really important watchtower, and in
I
every
think
other
actually
matchup.
in ZVT it's pretty important too because medevacs.
Oh yeah, true. I just put an overlord.
Although
over
you
there.
wouldn't notice the medevacs because they fly through that little circle in about 0.025 seconds. So
You mean like this big circle along like that?
Yeah.
Put that in over.
Volume up. Volume up.
Have you seen medevacs
Tooltip.
before? I don't.
Volume level
The
100.
units just end up in my base.
Yeah, there are units in my main. I assume they got there somehow.
Yeah, I can
Units-
only imagine medevacs.
Units that aren't Reapers, like Reapers.
Oh, Lings versus Stalkers. This is
And
identical
he
to
could
last
have
game.
he could have surrounded those 2 Stalkers there.
Yeah, well,
Turns around, goes home instead.
this
I'm
is
not a
actually
fan of that
identical to last game.
Almost. Did he like? Yeah, actually, yeah. Okay, it's exactly identical.
Yeah.
Another robo expands.
So this must be
behind
their
2
standard
Stalkers.
builds that they're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Okay, just need to point out that the color on the shadows produced by the translucency of the
Okay,
mothership core is
thanks
sick.
for pointing at the screen. We're talking about these colors here, fellas.
Looks sick.
And I'm really like, I'm interested to see if NXZ
Supply cap noob.
going to do like the same sort of pressure as what he did last game, or is he going to try and like amp it up, go for a win instead of just a pressure? What's he going to do? Because he has to change something. Because obviously last game it didn't work. He did lose.
Yeah, I really hope NXZ goes for like an attack that actually has some
Another
oomph
big
behind it. 'Cause
zoning
he was
pressure
sort
this
of
game.
just doing pressures without like big proper attacks that had some oomph. They're all just sort of little squads.
Absolutely. I think you're right. And here we do have a big ling. Again,
Trickling
though,
his
the
lings
pressure.
into
I
the-
mean, this
Yeah.
these won't really get too much done.
Yeah, waste
But
some
apparently
energy
he
here.
can kill a lot of sentries because he doesn't know how to force.
Yeah, that's actually quite. That's big.
That's our wow. And somehow force field's misplaced here, letting things get in and kill all the sentries. I want to say for the Protoss player, which is never a fun spot to be in. And he's down quite significantly now. I think
I think this is gonna force a cancel.
Absolutely. At least a cancel. I mean, the spire's going to be done soon too. And there's no
Task switcher. Narrator settings window. Exiting narrator.
Stalkers are dead.
They are.
Ah, that was a good warping. That was actually a really clever warping, like reducing the area
On the cannon,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the Nexus cannon
Oh,
does
the
start.
Immortal's out.
I guess it'll do a really good job against all these Zerg games. I don't know how they can win.
I told you this base is easy to take. You don't listen to me.
They
Jake.
didn't look like the easiest thing. They were only to lose all the sentries. But we're about to have 12
Yeah, well, he just remade them.
12-ish
He
mutas
doesn't care.
popping out for NXZ. And SRZenAku just lost a hell of a lot of everything he needs to defend mutas.
But he has 3 bases.
And this game-
NXZ responding by taking 2 more bases, taking his
we've-
4th and his 5th at the same time.
We saw in the last game that he saw these mutas coming and he made Phoenix in response. And when the mutas got there, he had 4 or 5 Phoenix out, ready to go. This game, however, he's he hasn't seen it. No Stargate started, no Phoenix
He
on the way.
started
and
roach
he's
speed.
he's going to be caught really off guard here.
More like off avant-garde here, hey. Ha.
Nah, no, get out. All right. Penitentiary time.
Yeah.
And here they come. These mutas flying into the main base of SRZenAku and
Oh, he's
3
prepared.
stalkers. Well, I wouldn't call
He
that prepared.
started Blink early. This isn't the exact same build as last game.
Exact same? It's not. It's
No,
not. He's
'cause he
just
started
started
blinking very
Stargates
late
now
last
as well.
Oh,
And he's
man.
going to push away these mutas, but he's
Photon
going to take
overcharge
a
is
lot
insane.
of damage before he can push them away.
How do you view the probe kills? The worker kills thing. Do you know the shortcut for that? Huh? Control R.
This shortcut. All right, 6
Oh,
probes.
69!
All right. Big information coming here out of Alinsky. It's only 6 workers, but like a lot of units, a lot of a lot
this
of
is a big
sentries
push.
are all dead.
Potentially fatal.
I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to have enough stalkers here to push away these mutas.
Yeah, this is still a lot of damage.
Maybe. Oh, maybe not.
This is
Mutas
really bad
are
for
really
SRZenAku.
good units. I think
Yeah?
SRZenAku's just going to fall down here. And by that,
Oh, the Phoenixes are out late.
very late. He only started these Stargates when the mutas were in his main.
SRZenAku doesn't really need to even deal any economic damage here, but I think he's going to after
NXZ.
going through this. Yeah, NXZ, sorry.
Yeah, I think he's just killed too much army. He's got Lings down here in
Oh.
the third base doing more damage, killing Zealots, killing Probes. 3 Phoenixes, I mean, these Phoenixes theoretically can kill these mutas, but
Yeah, that was crippling.
pretty much is done.
GG!
Wow.
Well, that was nowhere near an hour. I'm
not
sorely
so-
disappointed.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
Yeah, you wouldn't be.
I know.
That was well
just
played by NXZ.
Pretty much the same openings from both players that game. Just the initial Lings did a lot more
Yeah.
damage in this game than they did on Daybreak, and
Killing like 3 sentries,
3 or 4 sentries.
for only a few lings.
the mutas caught him far more off guard than they did
Yeah,
in the previous
exactly.
game as well. And those 2 things put together really just proved to be too much for SRZenAku.
Yeah, I don't
going
think
up-
SRZenAku did too much scouting in that game, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean,
didn't-
he was
Did
very...
he even have an ops?
He did have an ops.
Bullshit.
I saw it go across the map, mate. I followed it for a little bit.
Yeah, well, good for you.
I don't know, though. He just wasn't ready. He distracted. Couldn't handle it. Took too much damage. Got
And
anything
then he
there?
lost.
And then he lost. That,
Yeah?
Yep. It could be stated that his opponent killed him. That's, pretty much the same thing. And I'll be interested to see...
Wonder what the final map will be. Because the
What do you
way
reckon?
that
What
this
do you
works is the final map will be what what SRZenAku chose if he lost, hey?
yeah, exactly
Yeah.
that.
So it'll probably Star Station or something along
this
those
Star
lines.
Station will have gone through... I'm more inclined to
Unless
say Akalon
NXZ
Waste.
just vetoed it. Ugh. I hate Akalon Wastes, man.
That might have gone through.
That's actually a legitimately easy third to take on that map.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they
no,
just
that
like
third
kill
is
the
a
rocks
joke.
to their third, and then you
But-
attack these other rocks that
Right.
fall into 2 sets of rocks.
Yeah, that sounds like the man. it's
Dreadful.
it's
Hey,
there.
Moonglade's on screen. And SRZenAku. SRZenAku's the one at the very end in the black shirt.
Alrighty, Moonglade looking seriously
Yeah.
intense. He's probably killing some other nerd right now. Seems
Yeah,
to be that.
Moonglade's sitting there just chomping through ladder. He doesn't even care.
I
don't
think
know,
he might
actually.
be killing
he's
his semi-final.
Is he?
Maybe, I don't
who's he
know.
playing?
Find
Find out. Oh, that's right. Berxes. poor
Bex
Bex.
is who got through the PvP king, self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
Not actually.
He got through me,
He got through
which
you.
probably wasn't very